we're going to find this definite integral on the interval from 0 to 1. And this is a u substitution problem. First thing, u would be the piece inside the square root. The derivative of that, well, the derivative of this looks like it's going to be negative 2x dx. Now, I have to, in order for this to match that piece, you have to divide over the negative 2, so I'm going to divide the negative 2 off. So what it looks like I have now is I have the integral from 0 to 1 still. I have a negative 1/2 out front. And I have a square root of u du. That is my easier piece, my easier expression. I'm going to solve this. Okay, so there's two ways of doing it. You can either solve it with your u's or plug your u back in when you're done. I'm going to solve it with the u's. So what's going to happen here, keep the negative 1/2 out front. U to the 1/2 would be u to the 3 over 2. This would be 2/3. And my interval, though, changes. My u is 1 minus x squared. So this one's going to be 1 minus, that's a 1. And this one, you plug in 0, so it's going to be 1 minus 0 squared. So if I leave it in terms of u, my interval was 0 to 1. Now I have to plug 0 and 1 into what u is to change my interval. So this is going to end up being negative 1/2. I have a 2/3. And, oops, let's actually find out what these values are. Let me see. This would be 0. And this one ends up being 1. Now, what's up here is, isn't this interval now backwards? That's where some of you messed up, because your interval is actually backwards all of a sudden. But we'll take care of that. Now, what's going to happen here is when you plug in now 0 to the 3 over 2 minus 2/3 1 to the 3 over 2. So it looks like we now have negative 1/2. This becomes 0 minus, that becomes 1, so 2/3, which looks like it ends up being positive 1/3. No.
Yes.
Positive 1/3. So, actually, that is your answer. Do we actually have to change the interval? No. But the interval is backwards, by the way. Got it? The interval did get changed backwards, but you don't change your answer because of that. Because I just thought about it. You still keep it as is. It's from f of b minus f of a. Thus, that would be your answer. Now, if we did it the other way, did I miss something here?
No, I did.
Okay. If we do it the other way, let's see what happens here. If we take the negative 1/2, we keep the 2 but plug x back in. And our interval is from, not 0, from 0 to 1. If we do this one, we should get the same answer. So let's see. We have the negative 1/2. We have 2 minus, 2 times. And when you plug in 1, you end up with 0 to the 3 over 2 over 3 minus 2 times, oops, so the 3. And when you plug in, I just did it backwards. It's f of b. Isn't that 1?
No, I didn't do it.
Wait, when you plug in f of b, then you plug in, so you plug in 1. When you plug in 1, that ends up being, that is a 0, so that is still a 0. When you plug in 0, you actually get 1. And you get the same, doesn't this match this? Aren't these exactly the same? So this is also going to be 1/3. Again, what I do with these, I basically plugged 1 and 0 into this and did all the math inside. So either one of these will work.